From McDonough. Jamie Carr and Shanon will be outside. Jamie Carr also has not answered the call. So actually Joey Ward joining the field. He was not with us last night. He is in the yellow 69. Bombers, the full-size entry-level division here at Senoia Raceway. These cars were born on the street, many of them Monte Carlos, but as you can see, that number 4 of Nelms is a 55 Chevy. These are the heaviest cars that we see on a weekly basis, about 3,000 pounds. Libri on the inside, Bonnet alongside as we get set. Eric Spencer brings out the green flag and we're underway with Bombers.
Green flag for Bombers there. Bonnet there in second with Michael Nems, who didn't even get to run last night, John. Broke there in hot lap, so I thought they were able to get that car fixed and back out here.
And we should say broke again because he blew his engine last week and they had to go a crash all week long. Shannon Stevens leads lap 1, then it's Libri and Nelms leaning on each other. Ward just moves Nelms out of the way for third as that yellow 69 gets to the inside. Our top 2 in points, currently 4th and 5th on the track. Tim, as everyone dives to the bottom, you have to wonder if a little bit of rubber might be in play after the supers being out here on this hot day. Might have just planted it into the track.
Oh, and Nems way up there, John. He likes to be up there, but at night, whenever it's a little bit more wet, not going anywhere.
Trouble in turn 3.
Bonnet hard into the inside wall, John.
Absolutely, and that should bring out a caution here as Justin Bonnet slammed the inside wall in turn 3. Tim, it didn't look like he was really racing inside of anyone, but you can see
looks like he just caught that berm
damage
down there and it just folded the whole front end. Hopefully, I don't know if we got a replay of that or not, but I was looking up at it and he just went in there and all of a sudden the front end was all bent up. So I think he got a berm over there.
Track officials going to the aid of Justin Bonnet. So Tim, as we continue to talk about points,
he's out the car there. So yeah, that fender's really tore up there.
Yeah. And he's not looking like he's angry at someone, just upset at the situation. Tow trucks on hand. Bonnet entered the day 7 points behind Michael Nelms. It looked like it was going to be a promising day for Bonnet since he was starting ahead of Nelms, but fortunes have reversed here.
Yeah, he was right there running behind Michael Nelms and going into that turn, just, I don't know if he misjudged going in there and caught it or what is what it looked like. So, he's not going to be able to continue with that one the way it looks, and they're hooking up to him.
Yeah, they're immediately looking to hook up and tow the number 24 car away. 3 laps down out of 15. Here's the running order for the rest of your field. Shannon Stevens is in first. Brandon Libri second. Joey Ward in third. And Michael Nelms currently riding around in fourth. Attention in the pits coming up next. Hobby Stocks to the staging
Oh
lane.
yeah, you see that, a lot of damage on the front of that car.
Like he went to graze along the curb and really just the curb just stopped the car and immediately snapped it around. Good look from our camera crew as all kinds of left front damage on that number 24. Normally we say a lot of these cars were Monte Carlos. You can see hints of it on the right side, but Tim, the left side just plain mangled. What a day it has been, Tim. We didn't plan on being here.
What a 2 days it has been with our storm last night and coming back today. But I tell you, that storm last night still just the worst I've ever seen here at the racetrack.
And I'm a meteorologist by trade, and I'll say that was a pretty intense, severe thunderstorm, the worst I have been in a while. Field's going to line up. It's technically a Dixie double file restart. It's going to look more like a diamond formation from the Blue Angels as Brandon Libri just decides he's going to start like the old Outlaws did on the back straightaway there, and that should probably keep us back under caution here. With only 4 cars, Nelms is going to have sort of a free run in the back, but Tim, Nelms has been pacing behind this group, and I don't know if he might be still struggling with some issues on that number 4 machine.
Well, it could still be a good points day, so he's back there. Knows he's got to make it to the end of the race and not break to get hopefully he passes a couple of those cars, he gains some points, because right now,
Well,
even though the other guy's out, he'll finish right behind him if he don't gain any more points.
he would gain 2 points. Add his lead as the green flag's back out. Shanon Stevens, your leader. Joey Ward's going to try to come around on the outside of Brandon Libri. They're going to be side by side off 2, but Ward now takes the lead. Libri slides up, opening the door for Nelms. Can't quite make it happen, but boy, Tim,
he's there. He's sticking it on the bottom.
Yeah, if you get off the top groove, it seems like you're going backwards here. So move Nelms up to 3rd.
But he gained some more points right there by passing that car on Justin Bonnet.
If my math is right, I think it's 2 points per position. So Nelms would gain 4 on Bonnet today. As our leaders sweep by and put lap number 5 into the books.
And there you see your leaders just all sideways of this dry, slick track during the day. But at 69 Ward there in seconds, closing in on him.
Yeah, Ward seems to have the speed today. Let's see if he can get around Stevens. Tim, you had talked about some drivers in open wheel modifieds like Josh Scott struggling, getting so close to that first win. I think Shanon Stevens is in the same case in Bombers. He seems like he has been so close to winning several times, not even just this season, going into last season.
He has. I know he's qualified good, run up front, got in the wall some, and
actually had a pair of wins last season, but none yet this year.
And right there, Ward's right on him. So both of those two are hungry for a win, haven't had one. So Ward there in second is going to want this win as much as that leader is. So halfway now.
Shanon Stevens definitely covering the bottom, almost daring Ward to say, hey, try it on the outside.
And Ward gets a good run down the back straightaway, trying to draft him there. Didn't get into him, but could have. Is now he's trying to go to the bottom, but can't go any lower. Oh, and a little contact.
And look at Stevens. He's halfway down the front straightaway.
Around over here in turn 3 and 4.
And that's going to bring out our caution as the 23 spins in turn number 4. Tim, I wonder if Stevens might be down on power. The way he's so covering the inside. He's only coming up the front straightaway, about halfway up the front straightaway. Basically, I'm not letting you inside of me. If you want to go to the outside, have at it. Shoot your shot.
And John, as low as they're having to run, it probably kills their momentum. Unlike at night when it's a little bit more wet, they can run the middle and keep that momentum up in these cars. So it's probably, they're having to really get off of it, not get back on it as much as they could if it was dark and a little bit more moisture in the air.
Temperatures, yeah,
cooler
a little
temperatures
more wet.
Too, yeah.
Nope, not a good start. Eric Spencer, we'll just say gestures to the drivers that something's not going right on that restart. So Shanon Stevens, your leader. Joey Ward running in second. Michael Nelms third. And Brandon Libri scored in fourth. Once again, they'll get in that Dixie double file restart formation. Although it looks more like the Blue Angels out there, Tim. They're in the diamond formation right now. Stevens in the restart zone, and boy, something's wrong with that car. He's not firing well, and here comes Nelms.
Michael Nelms
up on the outside, looking to steal one here. He's going to run through the
Michael
middle.
Can't do anything down there on the bottom.
So he goes back to fourth.
Michael Nelms has got to try and get back there to third where he was before that caution come out.
Yeah, Shanon Stevens leads. Joey Ward running in second. They're side by side for third. Libri on the outside, Nelms on the bottom. Tim, you just have to be on the bottom. The temperatures, the sun have worn out the track as Libri gets right to the rear deck of the number 4. But up front, Shanon Stevens continuing to cling to the inside and put lap number 11 onto the board.
And we can hear them up here, John. They're really on the gas, but not going anywhere. With these, there's certain tires they have to run too that's better for night than it is day.
Well, it's also an 8-inch tire that they're hard tires. There is not a lot of grip for these drivers.
You can really hear the RPMs from up here, Dave.
Shanon Stevens leads Joey Ward. 3 laps remaining. Let's see if Joey Ward will be able to mount one final charge. But right now, leading so far from the get-go, Stevens, the driver out of Franklin, Georgia, looking for his first win here this season. Ward out of Noonan also looking for his first win, as that's the battle we're going to focus on. Shanon Stevens just seems content to run the bottom, and just as I say that, He slides up to the middle of the track as the white flag comes out. Tim, take us home.
White flag in the air for Shannon Stevens there. Joey Ward in second, trying to close in as Stevens moves up a little bit. Ward tries to get a run down the back straightaway, but he does not do it. Stevens pulls away there as Ward's trying to close in, and he's not going to be able to get it. It's coming off turn 4 to checker flag in the air. Shannon Stevens, your winner. Joey Ward second, Michael Nems third, and Brandon Lebry winding out your top 4. That is your bomber feature. As we get set and ready next, hobby drivers in the pit area, head to staging. You will be up next, followed by the hot shots for your hot lap qualifying and feature. So hobbies and hot shot drivers, be getting ready. You will be coming up. As I roll into the scale house down here to get to see if the weights and everything's good.
And also, race fans, it is official. Your open wheel modified winner this afternoon, Brett Gray, standing proudly in victory lane, getting his photos to commemorate the event. Congratulations, Brett, on your victory in the selldriverdirect.com open wheel modifieds. Good news.